Hey everybody, so maybe you've heard of Dirk Tanner if you're active on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. He is a really popular farmsteader that has a farm store and that also delivers to his customers. So in this episode, Dirk and I are going to chat about really his whole inspiration behind this farmsteading thing and how he is meeting consumer expectations while competing against things like Walmart delivery. So we're going to cover a lot of stuff in the episode. Hope you stick around. So anyway, first off, I feel like an oxymoron. I have Florida State and Auburn on today, which is kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting my master's from Florida State, and Allie got her master's from Auburn, so gotta represent. So yeah, in this clip that I'm about to share, Dirk has some really cool thoughts about how farmers can meet consumers where consumers want to be, like how consumers want they want things that are going to be really efficient for them to get their food, really convenient, and how things like Walmart Plus, Walmart Delivery are making it kind of challenging for farmers like Dirk to actually meet those consumer demands. So listen to this quick little clip, and if you want to listen to the whole interview, it will be below the description of this video if you want to listen to the whole thing. And of course, check out Dirk. Check out all of his awesome educational farmsteading content everywhere online. So check that out. And of course, first off, check out this clip. I like that. So I feel like the talking point for the episode, which you brought up, is phenomenal. Like you stopped going to farmers markets and you did the farm store and delivery routes because the consumer expects convenience because they have stuff like Walmart delivery and all that stuff. That's huge. I mean, you are literally like finding what consumers want and you are going to those expectations instead of expecting them to pivot around you, like just going to farm stores or like solely your farm store or solely a farmer's market. That's awesome. Like, was any of that in kind of because of COVID, because of the pandemic? Like, was any of that kind of a direct response to that at all? Because I've heard a lot of stories where people started delivery routes because of COVID, like after the pandemic.
Yeah, I feel like COVID made a lot of farmers shift, and we weren't a commercial operation during COVID. We started after,
Okay.
in regards to becoming more of a farm, actually growing stuff to sell it. Actually, the first farm I tried to start in Colorado completely failed. By the way, that's a whole nother
Oh,
story itself.
yeah. We can talk about that in a little bit. Yeah.
Um, I haven't talked a whole lot about that story, but I do share it with people because I think it's a good learning lesson. But um, so no, for us, I think it was. I just think is what people expected, and again, I think partly the farmers market not being very financially worth it. And then again, like man, going to a farmer's market every Saturday when you've worked all week, it's a grind. Like I respect the farmers that do it, and there's farmers that go every weekend to year round markets. That's tough, man. Like that's to me, I would be burnt out. But everyone's different, and some people love the market. But for us, we just don't have one. To me, that's very financially worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think just the consumer, we're just in a different world of what the consumer wants nowadays. Um, so it's been good though. I mean, the great part is like man, I can do a 2 hour delivery route, and I can have consistent sales that are pretty much guaranteed. It's not controlled by the weather, and I do my route. I contact my people that I do my deliveries to.
Yeah.
I can control my sales much more versus I can show up on a Saturday to a farmer's market and it's raining or there's a football game and no one
Mm-hmm.
shows up. And now I've got all this product, and then and then I got this with my sales. My sales are very inconsistent. To me, it's a no brainer. But I get if we had a $4,000 Saturday market, we'd probably be attending it. So
Yeah, again, it's like figuring out what works for you, and if something doesn't work, like nip it in the bud, try something else.
and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like some people, they have. Sorry, I keep knocking stuff over.
No, you're good.
Some people, they're outside major metropolitan areas, and it makes sense. It's like they can go on a Saturday and sell $6,000 to $10,000 of vegetables.
Mm, that's
So
wild.
yeah,
That's a lot of vegetables.
that's a lot. Um, Ray Tyler, that'd be a good one to have on because I mean, they're a large operation and they attend multiple major markets, one in Franklin, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville. They go to several others, but they're next level on regards to how big they are. I mean, it's an operation. But yeah, so they have some of those markets, and for us, it's just every farm is just unique, and that's the beauty of it.
Oh, 100%. And so before I forget, I want to talk to you about the farm store that you have because it's self-service, right?
Yeah, it's completely just honor system. Yeah, I'm staring at it right now from my
Oh,
window.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's completely honor system. It would not work everywhere. It works for
Mm,
us. I don't think you could necessarily probably do it in the city. I mean, I think it just depends on where your farm's located. So yeah, it works great. We've had zero issues. We've got cameras up on the inside and outside. Like if someone wants to steal a bag of lettuce, like they're going to steal it. I mean, it is what it is.
yeah.
But for the most part, it works really, really well. And it's as basic as it gets. We have no insulation. We've got 2 extension cords running from the house that power the freezer and refrigerator and the lights. It's as basic as possible, but it's still nice. We'd love to run electrical and insulate and all that, but at the end of the day, it comes down to with farms. It's like, man, you got to be really selective of what you invest in.
So yeah, I think Dirk is doing a lot of really good things. He's got the farm store. He's doing deliveries. He tried the farmers market thing, and that didn't work out for him because he was busy doing other things. So I think he's doing a great thing. I love that he has found this like a really cool triple threat. Like he's educating, he's doing the farm store, and he's delivering. So I think that's all really neat. Check him out below in the links, and also check out all of our other content here on Farm Traveler. If you watched, I believe it was like last week's video, I'm eating organic for 30 days and conventional food for 30 days. So first I'm eating conventional food for 30 days and then trying organic and seeing if there are any health differences and also what the main, I don't know, the price differences are going to be, because obviously we think organic food is going to be more expensive to eat. So I'm hoping to answer all that stuff. So stay tuned for all that. You'll see that here on YouTube and of course over on Instagram and maybe our website. So check that out. Thanks for watching. See you next week.